And this formal church ceremony is going to be so special. But I really can't wait for the after party. This beautiful, long, wrapped ivory gown has a trick up its sleeve. Once the music starts, I'm going to whip off the frilled layers of tulle and organza and have that first dance with my husband in a gorgeous, beaded mini dress. Complete with vintage lace garter, of course. Hopefully, my best friend Hannah may feel well enough by then to give a toast that'll make me cry, and then I'll do the chicken dance with my granny, and maybe even convince my mum to sing. I hope I will feel love in ways I've never experienced before, and that nothing but happiness will fill my spirit. But most of all, I hope that happiness is one that doesn't go away as I ride off into my happily ever after. My granny stands beside me at the church steps. She steadies her own royal blue fascinator and dabs her eyes with a tissue. "It's 11 on the dot, Lily." She nods towards her watch. "It's time. Are you ready?" I smile at her, hook my arm into hers and take my first sure steps down the aisle. I had planned that Hannah would be my maid of honour, but she came down with a violent episode of food poisoning in the early hours of this morning, and my backup bridesmaid was too hungover to step in, so it's just me and my grandmother, which is absolutely fine as I feel such love and pride emanating from her as she tightens her grip around my elbow. It's actually worked out even better that we can share this together, just the two of us. With each step, I see all our guests beaming at us. We don't rush, wanting to take it all in, to see everyone and everything in this perfect suspended moment. Is this really it? We approach the final pew, and my grandmother lets me go. I kiss her and thank her, and then I pause, taking a second to compose myself, to take a deep breath. Because when I take my next step towards him, Adam will be facing me, seeing me as his bride for the very first time. His back is still towards me, and at this moment, time feels as if it's slowing down, because I'm waiting for him to turn around, but he's not moved. He's still facing the altar as if he doesn't realise that I'm even here. Maybe he's crying. Maybe he's overwhelmed with emotion. Ah, Adam, you big romantic. And now all I want to do is rush up and wrap my arms around him and say, "Don't worry, darling, it's okay, it's our big day. Nothing to be scared about. I'm feeling it too, it's just excitement." But I hold back, pressing my fingernails into my palms as I wait for the last note of the song to end, just like in rehearsals. And then I take 4 steps towards the altar with a huge smile on my face and butterflies in my stomach. I can't wait to see his reaction. Adam and I setting eyes on each other for the first time as bride and groom. But here's the thing. He doesn't turn to me. He doesn't move at all. Adam is standing stiff beside me, staring ahead, tears pooling in his eyes. His face is grey, beads of sweat on his brow and the top of his lip. "Adam," I whisper, "are you okay?" He shakes his head, closes his eyes slowly, and then, with a deep sigh audible to the whole church, he walks away from me towards the sacristy. I hear murmuring and shuffling amongst the congregation behind me. This did not happen at rehearsals. Heat creeps into my chest and a bolt of panic courses through me. Why is this happening? What is going on? If I don't know, then who does? The priest leans in towards me, his voice low and grave. "Lily, I think we need to take a moment in the sacristy. You go follow Adam and I'll deal with your guests. I'll tell them he's feeling faint." Relief washes over me. "Of course, thank you, Father Quinn. I'm sure that's it. My bridesmaid is ill as well, so maybe it's a bug." The priest raises his eyebrow. "Brace yourself, Lily. I'm not too sure it is." In the sacristy, Adam is sitting on the lone wooden stool. He's taken off his jacket, and his black bow tie falls undone. His collar is unbuttoned and wide open. His eyes are bloodshot. He looks terrible. "Adam, talk to me. What is it? I need to know." He doesn't answer, but just keeps wringing his hands over and over. "I just can't do it," he whispers to the ground. "Okay, he's got cold feet. It happens. We can get through this." "Of course you can, Adam. Everyone is here. It's just stage fright. It's easy to get nervous." I bunch up my tulle and organza layers and hunker down in front of him, trying to catch his eye, trying to get close, trying to de-escalate this random crazy spanner in the works and get us back on track, in front of that altar and onto the rest of our lives. Adam shakes his head and pinches his eyes. "Adam, look at me." He won't look at me. He lowers his